All right, further down, you can see somebody invested in fake grass because this is real grass along the road. It's kind of disgusting to look at. Why bother? It looks like some storage units have gotten like ransacked. It looks like maybe an old storage unit. Oh man, you can just let yourself in. They got ransacked, burnt. That's part of the problem. It went up in flames. You know, there's all varieties of junk here. People have pieced through already. People have already looked at this stuff. A butter knife. That's kind of useful. A butter knife. I'd rather stick with my regular. Horrible. Tongs. Yeah, you could stick through quite a few photo albums of some cowboys. Interesting. I wonder how long ago this was that it burnt down. A storage area that burnt down. And there's a lot of junk to burn. And then look at this. People cut through the door with a V shape. That must have been some kind of a mechanical cutter of some kind. So you got storage doors and then storage garage doors. All kinds of stuff. It almost looks so similar, one door to the next, with the type of stuff they have in here. It looks so similar. And there was a fence in the backside I got through, but I could just walk right out through this way. Wow, that's an old crutch. What a mess. And I'm behind Walmart somewhere. I don't know if it's visible right over there. Yeah. So this storage is, yeah, something else. Alright, it's called University Storage, but it doesn't look anything like college stuff in there. Looks like a lot of older people, baby boomer stuff. Texas honey is the tastiest honey I've ever consumed. This is my second bottle, $12. But it is really good. It's got this extra sweetness, this extra lightness, and it doesn't seem fattening. I don't understand. It doesn't seem fattening. But it's saying that the honey's coming from other places, right? And then I read that somewhere. Nope, this is pure Texas honey. Okay, that Texas honey, once again, is great. Better than any other honey I've tried. It's something with the vegetation. I'm thinking they're extracting from a really nice flower. Alright, this driver's license information is like practically getting a house, trying to buy a house. I don't know if I could do it. I told these people that I need to get, or that I own a car, and I really regret that, because I don't see how that really applies to getting a driver's license exactly. It's not right. I want to lie to these people. I want to tell them I don't own a car. Just give me the damn driver's license and then leave me alone. Because ultimately, the most important thing is to do that eye test, as far as I understand. Out of all the things that they need from a driver to renew their driver's license, having good eyesight seems to be, and while not being mentally impaired too, is a big deal. So it's like, just let's not worry about my car. Yeah, all of this. I went in, I had all the right paperwork, but because I told them I own my car and that it's, oh yeah, they did give me the application. Okay. This question do you own... I want to say no. I want to redo the application, and I want to check no. And then, of course, I solemnly swear that everything is true. I'll have to lie under certification, but that would really help deal with this registration and insurance nonsense, because I'm with Washington, but I'd have to lie and say I don't own a car, because what does it have to do with getting a driver's license? I could be driving anything. Right, this BMW has been in this parking lot in the same spot with the windows down every day since I've been here, and they put a maybe a warning on. Nope. Oil change. Okay, I thought it'd be a warning that they're gonna tow it. So in Texas, not only do you get a sticker for your license plate, but you also need some kind of yearly inspection sticker. What a hassle. How does that work when you're out of state? Right. Oh, okay. Right, I'm here a little bit before 9. There's that dog again. He's not triggering when I stop. That is a mean looking dog. He's not triggering. I don't know what he's protecting. So strange. He must have really gotten trained good, because even some dogs will give a little attention when you stop and not move. Right, so this unmarked building, which I believe is AT&T by the vehicles, has a security guard just standing. I wonder if employees of the month tend to have nicer things. If I were to burglarize cars, Community Action, I wonder if they offer information on food banks and the meals, community meals. They seem to be active in Idaho. That sounds familiar, Community Action. But I was just saying before, what if these cars that can park in the exclusive parking spots, like Employee of the Month, what are the chances they tend to have nicer things to burglarize from their cars? All right, so this Community Action would normally be open, but they're closed for a staff meeting, so I can't get my questions answered. It's too bad. Trash on the sides of the roads and even back streets and all over, everywhere, is appalling. All right, well, it says 9. It's 9:06, and nobody's really in there. 9:06. You know, the geeky white people who live around the black neighborhoods really astound me. But I'm thinking that I see them hanging out, like, you know, white people, Europeans, hanging out and just engaged in heavy conversation with each other. I think they're living in fantasy worlds within these decrepit situations. They're the people who are living in the most denial of their circumstances. They'll talk about all the latest comic books and video games and movies. They're really in touch with the culture of what's happening outside of their domains. But the reality of the situation must have to creep up upon them at some point, catching up with them and overtaking them. Something traumatic probably happened. Look at that spray paint. Something traumatic happen to them, which would change their minds about trying to constantly escape from the realities of this tough situation. Maybe a robbery or an accident of some kind. A nice how do I say, turning point situation can change them, and then you won't find them as trying to escape from the realities of their situation so much in their older years, trying to mentally escape. Physically escaping is something that you do when you realize the situation cannot be improved. You can't change it by trying to be more active in the community or putting curtains up. Saw these people pulling in, no parking bicycle lane, and they just pull up on the side of the road. Two white people. Man, I gotta pee pretty bad. I was afraid. Well, I don't even know where the homeless shelter is. I could find it on the map. This whole house, it's a lot. Looks like it has a lot of rooms. All shuttered up on a red brick road. Weather feels really good. The moisture has increased and there's clouds all over. I just saw a little prairie dog scurrying. I'm not sure how much farther the Walmart is. It can't be too much. This guy's asking me for money in the park. I don't need to eat meat every day or every other day or every third day or even every fourth day, but I'd like to have meat every so often. But I feel kind of bad about making this complaint, but these oranges are not sweet. They're not stung with sweetness. There's such a lameness to them. This is my third one, and I'm like, they're kind of disappointing, especially in comparison to oranges I've eaten at Walmart, from Walmart in the past. These are very disappointing, and I feel kind of silly wanting to take them back for a refund, but I am very disappointed in these oranges. I don't even want to continue eating them. They don't taste like oranges I've had in the past.